I checked into the motel just after midnight, exhausted enough to fall asleep on the floor if I had to. I didn't realize the real problem wasn't the bed. It was who they claimed slept in it before me. I was driving cross-country for work, and everything about that night felt wrong from the moment I pulled into the empty gravel lot. The motel looked abandoned except for a single flickering sign that buzzed loud enough to make my teeth hurt. Inside, the lobby was dim, lit by one weak bulb, and the man at the counter barely looked up as he slid me a key. "Room 23, he said. "It's clean now." Now, I didn't think much of it then. I reached the room, dropped my backpack, and sat on the edge of the bed. The sheets smelled like old detergent and something faintly metallic, but I told myself I was overthinking. Travel fatigue makes everything feel sinister. 5 minutes later, the room phone rang. The sound nearly jolted me off the bed, a harsh, outdated ring that echoed through the walls. I picked up and muttered a tired, "Hello? Is Mr. Dunley there?" A woman's voice asked. "No, I think you have the wrong room." A few seconds of silence, then a soft click as she hung up. I shrugged it off. Wrong number. It happens. But it rang again an hour later. "Is Mr. Dunley still in the room?" The same voice asked. "You've got the wrong number," I repeated, annoyed. "I just checked in." Another pause. Then she whispered, almost too quietly to hear. "Then who's breathing behind you?" My heart slammed against my ribs. I spun so fast the cord of the phone yanked out of the wall. No one was there. Just the dresser, the bathroom door slightly ajar, and the curtain shifting from the air conditioner. I tried to laugh it off, but the chill crawling up my back didn't go away. I didn't sleep. I sat awake, listening for breathing, footsteps, anything. At 3:40 a.m., the phone rang again. I didn't answer. A minute later, it rang again. Then again. Each time more insistent, louder, as if the old bell was being hit harder. I couldn't take it. I ripped the phone off the hook and threw it onto the carpet. Silence. I told myself to calm down, splash water on my face, reset my mind. When I stepped into the bathroom, the smell hit me, a sour, stagnant odor like wet clothes sealed in plastic. The mirror was fogged as if someone had taken a hot shower minutes earlier, but I hadn't touched the water. I wiped the glass with my arm and froze. There was a handprint on the bottom corner of the mirror. Not mine, too large, the fingers unsettlingly long. And smudged below it in streaky condensation was a message, "Don't answer." My chest tightened. Who wrote that? Was someone warning me? Or watching me? Suddenly, the room phone, the one I'd ripped apart, started ringing again. I backed out of the bathroom slowly, eyes wide. The phone's base lay sideways, separated from the cord, but the bell kept ringing, louder and faster, like frantic hammering. I grabbed my backpack. Enough. I didn't care if it was 4 a.m. I was leaving. When I opened the door, the motel manager was standing right outside, hand raised to knock. His eyes widened when he saw me. "You're in 23? He asked, breathless. "You actually checked in? What's going on?" I snapped. "Who keeps calling this room?" He looked behind me, scanning the darkness inside, then lowered his voice. "That room was supposed to stay locked. The man before you, Dunley, he left in the middle of the night. Never came back for his things. When we checked the room the next morning, the phone was off the hook, and the mirror had writing on it. Same as you." My skin crawled. "Did you ever find him?" The manager shook his head. "Police traced the last call he received. It came from inside the bathroom." A cold shiver ran from my neck down to my spine. We turned toward the reception to finish checkout, but as we walked, my room phone, impossible to hear from outside, went silent. No ringing. Just one final sound before it died completely. A slow, steady exhale. Almost like someone realizing I was leaving. I didn't turn back. But even now, months later, whenever my phone rings in the middle of the night, I swear I can still hear that breath waiting on the other end.